And welcome back. Ellen Page is known for her breakout role in the hit indie film Juno. Since then, she has starred in the X-Men franchise and the documentary series Gaycation.
This month, she returns to the big screen in the new apocalyptic drama Into the Forest. It follows two sisters who struggle to survive in a remote country house after a continent-wide power outage. Take a look.
Do they have any idea what caused it all?
There's rumors. There are theories, like mad theories, but... You guys have your bikes?
No, our dad gave him some kids at his school a while back.
And Ellen Page joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, nice to see you, Ellen. Apocalyptic films, a lot of them have been made. Why did this story particularly resonate with you?
Well, I love a lot of those films. You know,
Yeah.
I've always been attracted to post-apocalyptic stories and the themes that they present and what have you. And when I read this book, I think I was just so excited to see one of these stories told in such an intimate way. You know, to be focusing on the relationship between these two sisters and what they have to do to be resilient and survive and have a greater understanding of their relationship to the environment around them. And I think that's what really excited me about it. It felt like a different, maybe a more quiet sort of take of the situation.
That's exactly what I was going to say, that it's a very interior take on the situation. When you, like, what would happen to you if you realized you pretty much had lost everything? What process did you go through to get to that place?
You know, I think that's something we're all faced with a lot, and we live in probably some kind of state of denial of, like, the elusiveness of everything, you know, our expectations for our future, what have you, and like you said, they're dealing with the loss of, you know, the character I play is a serious academic. Evan Rachel Wood's character is an incredible dancer, and sort of everything that they think is in front of them is gone, and they're dealing with the sort of elusiveness of all these things we depend on, and kind of letting go of everything that we've been taught, you know, in terms of something happening in the world where all of our comforts and
As
our
we're
wonders
speaking
disappear.
and talking about this, my thoughts are going to Fort McMurray right now and what's gone on in Alberta in the last few weeks there, and the families that have had to literally just pick up and run.
I know, it's horrible.
Yeah, leave everything behind.
I know, it made me think of the big blackout from years ago as well, where in that very first moment when everything turns dark and you go, well, that can't be happening. I've got a phone and I have all these things. We're way too advanced to have everything turn off like that. Can we talk a little bit too about some other work you've done, specifically Gaycation?
Yeah,
Why did you want to make that show?
Well, I wanted to make that show because I love travel shows. I always have. I remember being like a little kid and loving it and learning so much from it. And essentially, I wanted to make one, but just purely focused on LGBTQ people and communities around the world. And I wanted to share stories that often aren't shared, and hopefully to connect the dots of, you know, for example, maybe a politician who speaks harmful rhetoric, and let's look at society, like let's look at how discrimination is actually affecting people's lives and what needs to be done to change that.
Yeah,
and
one episode that really resonates, I think, with a lot of folks is when you encountered somebody who wanted to rid the world of gay people. Did you ever feel like really threatened facing that person? Yeah.
I mean, I think you feel a natural intensity and nervousness speaking to someone who has that much trouble with LGBT people. Yeah, I don't know what to, you know, that was an intense moment in my life.
Sure, and really you wanted to expose the world to that kind of thought that's still out there, right? Absolutely,
and I think, you know, and that's the reality that so many people face, you know, and I think it's important that we see it and we talk about it, and we meet, you know, the mother in that episode whose son was murdered, and really be able to talk about in a mainstream way the realities of LGBTQ people's lives around the world and in North America as well.
Yeah. Back to the movie. What things would you grab if you had to just grab them and run?
Well, I guess it depends what you have lying around. You know, Patricia Rozema and I, the director, we got all the crude little, you know, fire starter flints, I guess you call it. And is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yep.
This is how prepared I am. But the fact, you know, I guess you'd want like a tool, a Swiss Army knife, you know, those sorts of things. My teddy bear from childhood, I don't know. You need some nostalgia, perhaps. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I think when you make something like this, you think about how would you do in that situation, and you know, I would do horribly.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I'd survive for about half an hour in the forest.
I'm the first to say it. Yeah.
Why did I grab all these beauty supplies? I really did not need
no
these.
idea.
Yes.
Hair straightener. That's what I need.
Yeah. Well, Into the Forest opens in theaters today. Ellen Page, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.